Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. This week we have a lot of footage to cover. I have a lot of stuff to review and to tell you guys about, and also a lot of stuff that I want to change for the next while or so because of a few realizations that I made. So enjoy the video. Alright, so for day one, I focused primarily on the back squat, and I was also testing out a few machines here and there. So for the back squat, I went on to 225 for 5 for 3 sets, and then after that I moved on to lat pull downs, chest press, and calf raises. So on day 2, I focused on doing the deadlift, the bench press, the chest supported row, the hip thrust, band hip thrust by the way, felt really good, and the machine abduction. So this felt pretty good, but I think I pushed it a little bit too hard during this session, and definitely my bench press was a grinder on the second rep when I should have been able to do 3 reps instead of 2. So on day 3, I actually broke one of my personal records. I got to 135 pounds overhead press for 3 reps, and I did that for 2 or 3 sets. Felt really good, and I felt, pretty energized during the session. I also did hang clean, I believe for 165 for 1, which is not at my max. My max, I believe, was maybe 205, maybe 195. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. But yeah, it's not really at my max, but who knows, maybe I'll get there eventually. And along with that, I also had the front squat, which I did for a few sets of 3 with 185 pounds. Pretty good, felt nice. Felt better than the back squat at least. So on day 4, I focused on doing the overhead press again, but obviously I didn't do well because, as you can see, it was a grinder. I did 135 for 1 rep instead of 3 reps. But good news is that I did leg press, machine leg press, and for the first time I actually did 315 for 10 reps. I actually have not done machine leg press since high school, which is like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's been a while, and I'm pretty surprised that I was able to push out those numbers. So yeah, awesome stuff. So on day 5, I focused on doing the overhead press, the barbell row, and push-ups, along with a little bit of bird dog here and there. But for the overhead press, I did 95 pounds for a few sets of 13. For the barbell row, I did 135 for a few sets of 17. And for my push-ups, I did 3 sets of 20 to 40 reps because there was a pretty big range of what I could do on the first set, but what I also couldn't do on the second set. So that's why I had that range. And as for bird dog, I was just trying that out and having fun. That's really about it. Day 6, I focused on doing back squats again. This time, I did 185 for 3 sets of 10, and then 225 for a set of 6. The 225 for a set of 6, I actually consider that a PR because whenever I did 225, I've done 225 for 10 before, but it's always been a grinder after rep 4 or 5, and I just had to keep, going after over and over and over. And honestly, it never really felt that good to me. But this time, for when I did 225 for 6, felt pretty good, it felt pretty smooth, and that's why I considered it a PR. After that, I went on to doing the machine hip abduction. It felt pretty good. It was very, very tough though, because I did it with like 80 or 100 pounds, and I was trying to do that for reps, and it was so brutal the day after that I was just like, alright, let's take a rest from the hip abduction and hip adduction machine. Let's just relax, okay? So that day was pretty good. It was awesome.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights
So on to day 7, that is today. I actually was trying to go for another overhead press PR, but I failed it, and I also felt very nauseous today. So after I failed the PR attempt, I just went on to reducing the intensity, and yeah, I just went on from there. I did overhead pressing, I did suitcase holds, and I did hip airplanes, and that was it for the workout. I had to reduce the intensity, and you know, it doesn't feel good to reduce the intensity and stuff, but hey, if you don't feel good, then you gotta do something about it, right? So yeah, day 7, not exactly the best day, but not exactly the worst either, because I was able to maintain some of my strength while I was pressing and doing my suitcase holds and all that stuff. So not too bad. So what do I plan on doing for the future of my training? Well, in this whole week, I realized a lot of stuff. 1, barbell movements tax me out a lot. 2, I lack a lot of fitness qualities like mobility, stability, cardio, all that stuff. And 3, I can at most sustain barbell movements, while heavy ones, for 3 days in a week without crashing. That's the most I can do, okay? So I'm planning on doing 1 to 2 days, or while reducing my barbell training frequency to 1 to 2 days a week, and then filling out the rest of it with mobility work, stability work, and cardio, so I don't, miss out on a lot of aspects of my fitness. Because honestly, from what I'm seeing right now, I suck ass at balancing. I have really poor mobility in my ankles and in my hips, and even in my shoulders. Okay, so I need to work on that. And along with that, if I'm training barbell movements like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week, it's gonna add up over the course of a few months, and by the end of a few months, I'm gonna be too drained and too taxed to do anything. So I don't want that to happen, and I'd rather have like a more well-rounded approach than to focus primarily on the barbell. Because I've had a lot of years under the barbell, and honestly, I'm tired of it. I know I haven't reached my genetic limit, this and that, whatever, but I don't really care about reaching my genetic limit for my barbell movements or for like powerlifting or bodybuilding or whatever. I just want to feel good, because that's just me, okay? I just want to feel good, and I don't want to be in pain anymore. So that's why I'm kind of going after this mobility, stability kind of stuff more often. So yeah, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.